Gerald Campbell, as you already know. Just a little bit about me. I'm from California. I love basketball. I do poetry, and I like to draw. I've always been to myself. Like, I stand off away from the crowd. I'm a shy person. Unless I trust you, then that's when I start telling jokes and I start being cool with you. My speech is about a self-analysis of how I talk to people. Okay, so it's like my strengths, my weaknesses, and room for improvement. At the end, I'll give you guys room for my own improvements, kind of like an AAR, so y'all can give me room for improvements. Okay. First things first is my strengths. Obviously, I'm confident in how I talk and carry myself. Comes off as cocky sometimes, but at the end of the day, I know what I'm talking about. I don't waste my breath, nor do I waste my time. And through speech, it's kind of different because you're doing it in a crowd of people. So some people don't come off as confident as they should. They may seem like they're timid or intimidated by the crowd. My second thing is I'm always ready to answer questions. Although it may seem like I don't know what I'm talking about, sometimes I'm always 100% confident, like I said, so I'm always ready to answer questions. I always have a list of questions that you may ask, and I can always improvise those questions in my own head. And if you don't understand the answer that I give you when you ask the questions, then I go back and I reanalyze the way I said it so I can give it to you in a better way. All right? I always have information on everything that I do. Like I said before, I don't like wasting my time, nor do I like wasting my breath. If I'm going to tell you something, it's going to be for your betterment or just because I'm trying to get my point across. All right? The second thing is going to be weaknesses. My weaknesses are many. I'm not gonna lie, But the main things are I like to use my hands a lot, which can be a distraction, but also it can be a very useful strength to show that I'm animated about what I'm saying and how I'm saying it. And you don't want to be up here just standing here like this talking to somebody. You get me? Because it's gonna show that you're scared in a way. Because you're just standing here like this. As a comedian, you don't stand in one spot on the stage. You walk back and forth. You use your hands to give like a little bit of a picture of the image. You get me? So that weakness could be a strength, but it can also be very distracting, like I said before. So my third weakness my second weakness is a very awkward weakness, if you will. I don't make eye contact all the time. So, in the middle of a conversation, I might be talking to you, looking at you dead in the eyes, and look off. And keep talking to you like it's not happening. Or I might start drifting away. That's not confidence in who I am. That's basically me saying I wasn't prepared to talk to you guys about this. Alright? So, with that being said, there's always other ways that I can carry myself and better myself. Alright? I always use the word obviously. I've been using it this whole speech. That's not good. I should be able to use other words that continue the conversation and doesn't always start with a pause and then something else after that. There's always room for improvement on my strengths and my weaknesses. Obviously, you want to improve your weaknesses, but at the same time, you want to improve your strengths so you're always ready and they're polished to perfection. Especially when you're giving a speech or you're on stage doing comedy or even when you're talking to somebody. Because a lot of people don't know that you use speech in everyday conversation. Alright? What I could improve on is obviously the words that I use, the word like. It doesn't show professionalism, in my opinion. Also, I could improve on the way I use my hands so much. Yes, it could be good, but sometimes it's good for you not to use your hands. Sometimes you can just stand there and talk to them. Use your hands every once in a while so you're not distracting the crowd. And then you'll be straight with that. Also, in closing to my conclusion, there are things that we say in normal conversation that we wouldn't use in speech. But speech is just like an everyday conversation with somebody else. That's how we communicate, obviously. Through speech comes normal conversation, informative conversation, any type of things. Whether you're telling somebody about an event that's happening, whether you're explaining something that did happen already, that's how speech works. Speech is just nothing more than a fancy way of saying conversation. With conversation being the biggest thing and the biggest way of our communication, we should always know how to carry ourselves in a professional way. We look confident, we carry ourselves with confidence, and we're more efficient in the way we speak to each other without using cuss words, slang, and things like that. And if at any time that you do catch yourself doing it, you should bring it up on yourself to correct yourself. Okay? That's a self-improvement. That's improvement for everybody. If there's anything that I can improve on at this time, I would like to know. If not, then that concludes my speech. So if you guys have anything you want to say or anything like that, let me know. All right, thank you.
Time to edit.